Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in our gun world and our country, but how we're going to fix both of them together. And what I'm going to show you right now, spicy warning. It's going to get you a little bit blood pressury. Because it turns out that as white people, and I'm one of them so I can say it according to their own rules, according to that, white people are going to be hell to pay if Kamala Harris loses. In fact, there needs to be a, quote, reckoning, and we need to right our wrongs. You can't make this stuff up. This just aired on CNN today. Now, of course, everything's going to be linked in the description box below. I always bring receipts. And of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, turn the notification bell on if you want to spread freedom from coast to coast, border to border. And thank you in advance for that consideration. And guys, this is one of those things that is so crucial to understand, to realize the opportunity that you have. And I'm not just talking about my sponsor, SDI, Sonoran Desert Institute. You can turn a hobby that you love into a career. You know you like upgrading and modifying your own guns. Why not do it and get paid? There's a link in the description box below. They have everything from gunsmithing to woodworking and finishes, ballistics, shooting sports management, drones. Guys, they got something for everybody. Just check it out. Link right down in the description and turn that hobby into a career. But now, let me get to the point of which I was setting up. The opportunity here. Because the first segment I'm going to show you what CNN reported today by Harry Inton. This is the CNN guy around the white vote. Okay? Then I'm going to show you what the acolytes on CNN are saying, the surrogates for the Harris campaign, about the whole white people thing. Yeah, it all ties together. In fact, it kind of correlates with why the Harris campaign is making such a hard pitch towards white voters, which obviously it's very uncomfortable considering all the historical past stuff that's been alleged and focused on and commented on. But we're going to get past that right now because, you know, this is really important to focus on the here and now because things change. And boy, are they ever. Listen to what Harry Inton said today, and then I'll show you what the actual Harris acolytes said. It's interesting how these things coalesce together.
Because we've seen so many groups this year moving in Donald Trump's direction, so you would think his core group, his base of support would be doing the same. But in fact, it's moving a little bit away from him. So this is Trump's margin with non-college white voters. Unlike most voting blocks, this group is not moving towards him. It's actually moving slightly away. So you go back 8 years ago, he won him by 33. You go back 4 years ago, he won him by 31. Now what we look is we see that in the latest average of polls, he's only up by 27. Now that may not seem like a lot, but given that we're seeing these double-digit gains, say, among black voters or among Hispanic voters in some of the polls, the fact that we're seeing this core group of supporters actually moving away from him, not just off of the 2016 baseline, but the 2020 baseline as well, I think that's a rather interesting development.
Shrinkage.
Yeah.
Shrinkage. No one likes shrinkage. Thanks, two guys on CNN. All right, listen. I want to put this in perspective for you and how silly this segment is. The big point here is, over the last 8 years, Trump has lost 6 percentage points amongst one demographic. Harry Inton just said Kamala Harris is losing double-digit support in African-American, in Latin, in Union. But no. Trump is slipping. Guys, make sure you vote, and you're going to want to vote when I go right to this next segment. Listen to this, because, oh, white people, knock, knock, who's there? It's your fault. And I can say it according to their own rules, because I'm in that demographic, and that's the rules. I can say it, so let's get it. Watch this. If this doesn't make blood shoot out of your eyes, I don't know what will. But listen to this lady right here on the left. I think her name is Aya, or I don't care. Her name is Crazy Pants. All right, let's get it.
The feet of black men and honest conversations. Former President Obama was back out last night. This is the first time since he was in Pittsburgh and invoked the potential of sexism in his appeal to black men to support the vice president, Angela. Should there be a course correction? Because there was so much backlash to that framework, was it a mistake for the former president to say what he did or to say it publicly? What was your assessment of what we heard from former President Obama?
All right, so hold on before the crazy starts. Just so you will fully understand, there's backlash from Obama talking to African-American men saying, you better do what I tell you to, because if you don't, you're a sexist? Yeah, can't imagine why anyone would like that. I wonder about this white thing. Listen, now let's get the crazy. Cue the crazy, people.
You know, I think that it's wonderful that President Obama is out hitting the trail for
democracy, frankly. And what I think is a mistake is to let white folks escape the accountability that they must face for not showing up to save democracy themselves. Like,
hold the phone. What, the accountability that white people must face for not showing up to save democracy themselves? Wow. Okay, let's see if there's anything else.
They want to get mad at presidential candidates, right, when they don't wear a flag lapel pin or they don't see you pledging allegiance to the flag. That's what they want to get upset about. Now, the face of patriotism to them looks like trying to tear down the Capitol in a terrorist attack on January 6, 2021. So the responsibility of saving democracy should be on the largest demographic in this country. That is white men, white women. I don't want to see a women's march with pussy hats come January if something doesn't go right. What I want to see is for them to march themselves to the polls, including today. We are in Detroit, Michigan for an early vote rally. In Michigan, early voting starts next Saturday, which is my birthday, Victor.
Happy birthday.
But today
No one
in Detroit,
cares.
it starts today. There's a big event at Pistons Land. We will be adjacent to that event, talking to folks, Detroit voters, about what they want to hear, about the agendas that matter to them, about the economy, about healthcare, about ensuring that democracy is preserved, even if it's not perfect. We're doing our part. It's time for white folks to turn their ire and their attention to each other to ensure they also do their part.
Let me.
Okay. Any questions? But don't worry, guys. You're the baddie. Okay. So let's just recap that for a second. It's up to white people to face accountability for not saving democracy. And they should turn amongst themselves because she doesn't want to see more people wearing those stupid pink hats like they did in 2016 in the March of the Vaginas down the street. Because that made sense. We don't want to see that. Also, by the way, conveniently laying the groundwork for the protests when I honestly think that Trump is going to, one of these. Yeah, anyone else feel a little uncomfy about this? But don't worry, guys. That's on CNN. Broadcast today. Nothing wrong. Perfectly fine. Not racist at all. Guys, are you... Check your feels, because you do have to be accountable for not saving democracy. After all, you guys get so upset when the flag is not respected or people don't wear lapel pins. But if you don't vote my way, you're destroying democracy, and you white people should turn to each other and really say, "What's up, whitey?" Guys, you cannot make this stuff up. You want to scream desperation? You do that. You look at the CNN data points that I just showed you, then you bring this crazy clown right here on to start spewing her racist rhetoric. Yeah. That was a thing. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, though, and I'll see you on the next one. We've got so much to cover, and I cannot wait to explore freedom more with you on the next episode.